Ah, welcome to Career and Corporate Hub. Zinandi Kodani Hladwayo. Today, the focus is on industrial engineering. With me, Ndina Kuti, ane ava industrial engineer. Kuti otanganedja.
Yeah.
Ah. So Kuti, ndikombere ari vudze nga background yawe utoma primary uri ojena guy primary and then high school aya jena guy.
Ndi Khuthadzo Netangaheni. Utoma primary nga Tshwane.
Okay.
It was a junior primary school.
Yes.
So subject ngizithethe zamala. Atowa then ya before.
Yeah.
Utoma primary it was 2000. Because I was born in the 1995. So ndatanda Tshwane. Sibasha dzimenda ya Vufuri senior primary school. Ina vundi fidara ya Tshwane secondary school.
Yes.
So then that one Tshwane, and then at first Tshwane I wanted to become a lawyer.
Okay.
And then life happened and stuff. So
Why lawyer?
lawyer.
Yeah.
At first, that's like I do high school, primary. When I grew up, I want to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Back then it was I want to be a lawyer, police,
Yes.
traffic soldier. There was no engineering back then.
Nothing.
So
primary, like were you guys taught in Chivenda? Kana uchishunda chikuwa. Reason yori ndibudzise ne. Ne primary ndajina yone. Chimwana chifunzwa Chivenda. Kana ndibara, kana ndimet, like anything was taught in Venda. And also in high school, it was also the same case. So everything was translated. So, Zwajiani for you, like primary, then in the high school.
It was the same thing. How she went back from day one.
Yeah.
Even in the trick.
So, chimwana chifunzwa Chivenda.
Yeah, Chivenda is actually home language. So, chimwana Chivenda.
Yeah.
And that's the subject is very Chivenda. So then.
Oh. The only advantage that you had to learn like Chukua.
Yeah, that subjects like especially as the major subjects.
Okay.
So that's English. So
yeah.
And there's a talk about the university because that's what we communicate now it's our own language or HHC.
Yeah. Ashia hey. Abe Chivenda uchiva university. Yeah. Chiava struggle ngoro ubokoro tomoto guda Chukua. University ngantani uri mini chimwana chimwe dolo chidofunzwa cha translate wakachivenda. Yeah. And then you are an industrial engineer today. Jojaitori a jebudola industrial engineering ndimi.
So we are in the jebudola engineering. It was when I was in grade 12.
Yes.
My parents gave me money for varsity admission fee.
So admission fee?
Yeah.
Was it before you applied or after you applied?
Before I applied.
Okay.
So that's when things happened. I didn't know anything about industrial engineering because back in my high school, there was no career guidance or something when you're in grade 10. You get career guidance when you're in grade 12.
Yeah.
And and by then we only went for career guidance around May.
Yep.
So in May, most of the universities open day. It's on May.
Yeah, and so, it's also for a day or two.
It's a day or two. It's 2 days.
Yeah.
Only 2 days.
Yeah, where you get to travel to go to Pretoria.
Yeah, and then when you get to Pretoria, you'll find so many students from another province because open day it's only for day one. So you won't get that much attention from them. They'll just give you some brochures and prospectus for you to go through them.
Yeah.
So even then, I didn't know anything about industrial engineering.
Yeah.
So we went to UP. And then we went to Tshwane University of Technology.
Yes.
So we didn't go to VET, we didn't go to UJ. So we came back. So I came back with those prospectus. So I went through them.
You went through them?
Yeah, I didn't even notice anything about
That's good actually. No, the reason why I'm asking, I don't even remember going through them.
Yes. So I did went through them, but
I
never noticed industrial engineering.
Oh,
didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I remember, I applied for my first choice. It was law.
Okay.
And then
that's what you wanted for primary.
And then second choice it was social worker. So I applied for those. And then the other money that my parents gave me, I only applied at it was in UJ. I didn't apply at University of Pretoria. I didn't apply at VET. And then I applied at Uniten. As well as I applied for social worker.
Okay.
And then my parents gave me a lot of money for admission fee.
Yeah, so they had planned for him.
Yeah, but then peer pressure.
Okay.
Life happened. So I showed that money.
Oh my gosh.
All of my admission fee, I charged. So,
What?
yeah, I did. And then January arrived, I was passing matric.
Yes, and you passed
I
well.
passed well.
Okay. But what is well?
I was a bachelor pass.
Yeah, yeah. With some distinctions. I mean, you managed to get into UP. Yeah.
Yes. But then, because I didn't apply at UP by then, universities were like, we will only consider the students who are on the waiting list.
Yeah, and you were not even on the waiting list.
I wasn't even on the waiting list by then.
Okay.
So I had to stay at home. Told my parents that I did this and this and this.
You told them
I had to come clean. I had to come clean. My friends are being called University of Pretoria, and some are going to vet, some are going to yo. And then I started to feel depressed or something. And then by then, because there was no choice, I had to get a driver's license by then.
Okay, so you basically took a gap year.
Yeah.
And then
I can't say it took a gap year, because I took my driver's license between, it was around March. And then
okay.
one of my family member called me in Pretoria, so he introduced me to Tshwane South TVET College.
Okay.
So, and then he introduced me, there was engineering subject and management. So in the management subject was like, they were like HR, what's that? Human resource management,
human resource, yes.
Public finance and stuff, financial subjects, and then also the hospitality. I was like, no, I don't want to cook. No.
And then you chose
so
engineering.
I went for engineering. I did mechanical engineering. It was based in Duke. It was in relation to diesel mechanic.
Okay.
So when I was doing diesel mechanic, I fell in love with engineering, like a lot. And then this other day, I went to UP.
Yeah.
When I got there, hey, it was a nice place. I was like, the
yeah,
environment
like
was
different,
okay,
completely
was
different.
completely different. So I even went to the bookshop, and then I was like looking at the books, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I took out a prospector again. So industrial engineering.
Mr. Prospector.
I think I'm in love now. Yeah.
So you saw industrial engineering from the prospector at a university.
And then fortunately, I went to it's a park back in UP.
Yeah.
So it's a place where when you sit here, there's someone sitting behind you. So there was a guy who studied industrial engineering. But he failed. He called his parents. He was like, he was a COSA by then.
Okay.
He was in COSA quite well, but I was talking that he failed, and then there's a problem that here if you fail a lot, they deport you. To go back, and then I was complaining, and then I was like, I had to talk to that guy. But my English back then wasn't that good. So
I know. Hey?
I was like,
we had the struggle.
Yeah, we booted. Our pasanga kakhe, and they told the industrial electronics. I'm telling Ireland. And then he told me, I was like, it was fine, and then told me everything. So I was like, okay, I'm not even going to tell my parents because I know that back then I messed up. So I'm just gonna take money from my savings, use it as an admission fee. Because back then it was still admission fee by then. So yes, I paid that admission fee, and then
without telling them.
And
what made you fall in love with engineering?
Because the diesel mechanic in Tshwane, it was so good. Especially the lecture, he made us fall in love with engineering. He was a good guy. Yeah, he taught me so well. So
what was in the diesel mechanic like?
Diesel mechanic was about fixing cars,
Okay.
Yeah, it made me fall in love with being a mechanic.
And in diesel mechanic, and then now industrial engineering.
My first choice in UP, it was mechanical engineering.
Oh, okay.
Space.
Okay. They don't have because everyone wants to study mechanical engineering. And I think electrical. And civil. Those are like your three engineering that people go for, but there's more. There's other engineering.
Chemical engineering. There's a chemistry is difficult, so most people are scared of it.
Why do you say it's too difficult?
I never liked chemistry.
Okay. A conversation for another day.
Yeah.
So, how were the studies for you? Yeah, like studying industrial engineering. Was it hard? Was it challenging? How was it?
It was hard.
Okay, yeah.
It was very hard.
Yeah.
I didn't have much resources.
Yeah. I'm sure also the language barrier, because looking at industrial engineering, it's a lot of theory.
There's a lot of theory, and I went to the university where Afrikaans was medium of instruction.
Okay, so
I think
two challenges now.
Two challenges, because it's about
English
60%
in
white.
Afrikaans.
Yes.
Okay, and how did you make it through?
You know, the only way that I made it through was most of the lectures they speak African, so you know the English from the African people is quite difficult. So some of them they were too fast, so I was like, okay, I won't make it. So I decided to use my phone. So during lectures, I record the lectures. I'll record them because it is very
smart.
Very fast. So I used to record them every time when I'm in class, recording. Then when I go to the library, I just use my headset. Okay, write notes and then this.
That is smart, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Because I struggled with English in varsity. I hated communication. Woo! I hated it because I couldn't understand what was happening, and I never thought of recording. So that's another strategy to catch, what is happening in class very quickly. So you can also use that strategy, and then you would go to the library and then you write the notes. Okay.
And I made a lot of friends who were genius, especially.
And that's important. Power of association. Make sure that you associate with people that are passing, not people that are failing, because you're gonna fail. So it's very important. I learned that a bit late. The power of association. Very, very, very important. And then now you are working.
Yes.
But before I get to the workspace, were there a lot of ladies in your departments, in the industrial engineering departments?
To be honest with you, I'd say maybe out of 300, it was about 200 guys.
Guys, we need more ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, we can manage to actually pass. I mean,
the lady rocked.
They did
rock.
Yeah.
They did. They were very good.
I wonder why ladies run away from engineering. Or maybe with industrial engineering, it's not known. Maybe that's why. People run away from it. Or no, not run away, but they don't know it. That's why they don't apply for it. So we need more ladies in industrial engineering. It is a good course, and if you want to know more on other streams of industrial engineering that you can do, there are some videos that can also take you through that. Or industries. You at Eskom, he works for Eskom.
Yes.
Load shedding. That's all we think of when you think of Eskom, yes. Yeah, so how is your day like at work?
So far as I can say it's a day at work, because I just completed my phase 1.
Okay.
It was based on theoretical stuff, so I didn't make it to the power station.
Okay. So when you said theoretical stuff, are they teaching you?
They're teaching us something that are not related. Some of them are not even related to industrial electronics. But because they want to broaden your knowledge. Our knowledge and how they want to use us or how they want us to work. So it's a theoretical stuff. I can't say if you're good in CPF, campus forget, but basically don't do it. Don't do it because you're no longer in university, you're going to work. So next year, 2023, that's when I'm going to the power station and just gonna everything is gonna be fine.
And my advice is you must take time to learn, and learn as much as possible, because we tend to rush, I want to be there, and not really go through the actual process for learning. So and then in terms of the workspace, are there a lot of ladies, or is it still the same experience with varsity?
The same.
We need more ladies. It's still the same. And
I believe that if there's an application that there's a guy and there's a lady, I think then we'll consider taking a lady because
Yes, they're more in demand now. Also, we're looking for a lot of ladies. So,
yes.
and my biggest issue is the pool from graduates is very small. Because already in varsity we've got few ladies in engineering, but now getting this information to the kids that are still in high school or in primary, then they'll be able to consider engineering, because engineering is considered as like manual labor, and really it is not manual labor. As you can hear, he's been learning more on the theoretical side, which tells you that engineering is not only like manual labor. Yes, yeah. And so do you understand when you get to the power station what you will be doing? I guess like the theoretical part, they also training you on what are the expectations when you go to the power stations.
Yes, I do understand.
Okay, you have an idea.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I know something about electricity now. But I'm not saying that I'll be able to stop load shedding. Don't involve me. Don't.
Please, we want someone to stop the load shedding. You engineers need to do something about it. So I always blame the engineers that, hey.
But the engineers are they're doing some innovation, solar panels, the UPS. Yeah, they're helping a lot.
Okay. No, I'm just playing. I'm not blaming the engineers. I know they're doing something.
Yeah, they're doing something.
Yeah.
Because you're an engineer, so
yes.
When you blame them, you blame yourself as well.
So, Kuti, for someone that would like to study industrial engineering, what would be your advice to them?
My advice would be, when they say for the learners, for the students,
learners,
for the learners who are
in high school,
especially in grade 10.
Yes.
Be career-wise, not in grade 10, especially let's say in grade 9. Be career-wise, because you cannot study agricultural science and then at the end of the day you want to be an engineer, or you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a nurse. Be career-wise when you're in that point. Just know that there are so many platforms. There's humanities, accounting, management, engineering, health, and law.
True.
So you have to know that the stream that you're taking in grade 10, is it related to what you want to study?
At the end
of the day,
yes.
Yeah, you have to be more career-wise.
Yeah.
And I think high school should just take learners who are in grade 9 to career trade, not the ones in grade 12.
Because already it's late.
It's very late.
And when do you get time to research? When do you get time to, like, basically it's a research. Like if you're going in May and then June you have to apply for varsities, you don't have enough information. But if you start from grade 9, it would give you more time to like make enough research, and also to choose like a good career path.
And you can change your mind.
And you can change your mind, if you feel like, oh no, this one,
maybe I'll go for law. If you want to go for law, you can go for history. If you want to go for nursing, you can go to health.
And I think also some companies now, they're taking learners from high school and then they get to expose them into the workspaces. So you can also search on Google which companies are taking learners for I don't know what the program is called, but where you get an exposure of different careers in a workplace. And so how is your day like as an engineer? Like, is it busy? Like, people think when you talk about corporate is very toxic, you don't get time to yourself. How is it like for you? I know you haven't like worked for long, but how is it?
But so far that I've noticed, I know that it's going to be busy.
Okay. Like hectic hours or?
Yeah, there's gonna be hectic hours. Yeah, there's gonna be hectic hours in maintenance. There's gonna be hectic hours like working overtime. Okay. Night shifts. They've already told us that I'm going to work night shifts. So like, okay. Yeah, but
it's what you signed up for.
Yeah, it's what I signed
And I'm
up
sure
for.
also the contract specifies that you'll do night shift. You must be flexible.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
even on the application form they do ask, are you willing to work over night shift? Are you willing to relocate?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
They ask those questions.
And when you were studying, did you have a bursary?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did you apply for a bursary? That is important. Yeah.
Apply for a national student financial aid.
Yeah, that's an SPAS.
Yes.
You have to pay it back.
I know.
Okay,
But I
no.
haven't started, so
Please, you need to
maybe
pay
next
it
year. I
back.
think next year.
You need to put that debit order so that on a monthly basis, like it,
Gonna come back.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'd also advise you that companies like Eskom, Anglo American, they offer scholarships.
They do.
I don't think that you pay it back.
No, you don't pay back, and I think scholarship is from grade 7, and then grade 12 they offer bursaries. You don't pay them back.
You don't pay them back.
Yes, it's also you just have to work for them. I think that's how you pay them
pay
back.
them
But
for the term.
yes, there are some companies where you don't have to work for them back, and you also don't have to pay them back, and that is more advisable because if you get a company that sponsors your studies and then after you work for them, looking at South Africa, it's hard to find a job in South Africa. Like the economy is bad, and if you get a bursary that can sponsor your studies, that is great. So if you get a company that can do that, that is great. Go for it. So start applying as early as like when you're in grade 11, you must start looking for companies that can sponsor your university. So don't just sit back and say, I'll see it when I'm in matric, or when the application form comes, then you will take NFSAS. That is also limited because it's not for everyone. It depends on your background as well. Yeah. So Kuti, would you like to stay in corporate, or would you like to one day start your own business?
I think one day I would like to start my own business.
Why?
I'm tired.
Wow. Okay, so you're saying you would like to start your own business.
Yes,
Why?
Yes, I'd like to start my own business.
Yeah.
I don't want to die making Eskom much more richer.
Come on, guys.
While myself I'm struggling.
Come on, that's the theory that who implemented that rich dad poor dad. That's the one that says you're helping someone to grow their business. Okay.
Yeah, but I do really like to. I want to explore it.
Okay.
Something. Just that so far I don't know what, but I'm gonna copy something.
Yeah, and I mean with industrial engineering you can start a lot of stuff. It's process driven and continuous improvement. So in terms of continuous improvement, you can look at like places where you can improve a process like Eskom, with electricity, you can look for something that can be improvable.
Yes,
and then you can run at your own.
Yes, and I also want to use my industrial engineering based on networks.
Okay,
yes,
okay. What do you mean by that?
By building a network tower.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
so,
you just have to build your own network tower. Buy those panels for the network. So companies like Vodacom and TM will just come rent for you for a signal.
I didn't know about that. Tell us more.
You just you build your own network tower.
Yeah.
There are companies, Vodacom.
Yes.
So you supply them with network.
Also, the towers that they're using, they can also rent from people.
Yes, some of them are private.
Oh, okay. That's a nice one. Yeah, and that's where the future is. Like looking at your fiber, you need a tower to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yes. Okay. And some of the Wi-Fi companies are also renting the towers from other companies.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a nice. So in order for somebody to do that, they need to obviously study industrial engineering.
Yeah, they study industrial or IT.
Oh, IT. Okay, so
can help you.
There's the information.
Yeah, you can make money.
Yeah.
Simple. And around here, the network is quite bad sometimes.
Yeah. Looking at Kuti, he looks like a very introverted person. So, like Budola,
You mean
Like, must you be loud? Like, you know, like they're shouting, especially in production, when you're like a production boss, you need to be, yeah, this must be done now. Like, personality, personality.
I think you just have to be yourself.
Okay.
Don't pretend and don't take
Yeah.
no, I have a degree, I have to be rude. No, why? What
Yeah.
needs to be
I'm smiling because I think about 4 people that I've interviewed said the same thing, that you have to be yourself.
Yeah, just be
So it
yourself.
is important that you are like you are yourself. Yeah.
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
And you
change.
look like a very shy person.
I'm very shy.
I know, but look at you now. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't be shy for your future.
True.
be shy.
Yeah, very
Just be
true.
yourself.
Please elaborate that. Don't be shy for your future. Yeah. So you must knock on closed doors. Don't just sit back and say, I'm shy to ask. I'm shy to get certain things. So the worst that you can get is a no, and no will never kill you. But if you don't ask, then you won't know what is on the other side. So
And like, for example, let's say you want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And then you know that there are so many surgeries around in town. Don't be shy to, like when you're in grade 12, don't be shy to go to a surgery and ask to see a doctor that, hi, I want to be a doctor. How do I do this?
yes, it's more like a mentorship.
Yeah, you want to be a police. Go to a police. You know police. You want to be something. Just don't be shy to
And
go to those people.
that's actually a good advice, because that will give you more information on what you would like to become, and then you'll be able to choose whether that is the right path or the wrong
That's
path
the
for
wrong
you.
path, yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
ask them everything, like they'll help you. Even if I believe that even when you go to a surgery, they won't even have you to say that they want that money to see a doctor. Yeah, they won't. You just go to the reception. Hi, I want to speak to the doctor about career things. I want to become a doctor. I think they will help me with some information. Just more nothing.
Okay.
Just help.
Yeah, I like that advice. Yeah. So from what I asked you, is there a question that you think I could have asked that can help someone out there? And also, how would you have answered it?
For those who want to take a shortcut, like if you want to take a shortcut, I think it will be much better if you pass your grade 12 like in a good marks. Companies like South African Airways, they do offer learnership, that they don't want a degree, they don't want anything, as long as you've got good marks.
Okay.
So you just apply with a grade 12, they give you a learnership, and then at the end of the day, you can become an aircraft maintainer, aircraft maintenance. Yeah, you can deal with aircraft, and then like companies such as Anglo American, they do offer learnership. So many companies. Even
Okay. Right away after matric.
Right away after matric.
Okay.
So you won't even need a bachelor to go to university for 4 years or 5 years. You can just squeeze yourself in. But I think it will, even though they take you in, at the end of the day, I think you can go back to university.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is that advisable? Because when you obviously, so when you do learnership, would you then do a trade? Is it like an apprenticeship or?
Or you trade, you do it on apprenticeship.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So there's a difference. Yeah.
Yes, and apprenticeship takes time, because
It's like 3 years.
you have to, I don't know, let's not say 3 years, because you have to study N1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay.
And then after that you get an apprenticeship. You work for them for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then they offer you a trade.
Okay.
And then let's just say you didn't get a bachelor, and then you want to be an engineer. So you got a diploma.
Yeah.
You can still be an engineer, a very good one. You can just go to a college, study N3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And then you get yourself a certificate. You can go to a company, apply for an apprenticeship. Yeah. Go there for 3 years, and then after applying for apprenticeship, you'll get a trade. And then after trade, you can work in a company. There's a certain time that they want, there's some certain years that you take there, and then you can go for this. There's something called, I think it's called JCC.
Yeah, I know JCC.
You go there, and then you get some marks. They check it. Maybe let's say on N5 you got 70. They'll say that maybe you want 80.
Yeah.
And then you can do it, and then at the end of the day, you can become a qualified engineer without a bachelor.
Okay.
Or without a degree.
Yeah. But GCC is also not easy, hey?
I heard so. But you'll be much more experienced because from N3, 4, 5, 6, it's a second chance as well.
Yeah.
Because some of the people can say that no, I didn't get a bachelor, so I'll never be an engineer.
Yeah, and also to get a GCC, you must know that you have big responsibilities, and if you mess up, you get arrested. I'm lying, but something like that. Something like that, yeah. But it's a good certification. I should get someone who's done GCC so that they can give us more information on when can you do GCC and what do you use it for, like the certification.
Yeah, when you want to be a technician without
a degree, like how can you come about that? Okay.
Yes, and also for students who didn't get a bachelor or a degree, maybe the one who got a higher certificate, they can still do engineering. You can go to college. There's I think they are called levels.
Okay.
There are levels that you can do. You can go for, I think it's level 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah.
That there are levels that you go, NCV, something like that. So when they get there, they study electrical engineering or mechanical engineering. Yeah, they can still study. They can study.
Sorry.
Yeah,
do it again.
Yeah, like for learners who got high certificate, they can still go to college and then apply for, I think they call NCV level.
Yeah.
They can do level 1, 2, 3, maybe for electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. So then after that, they will go for N level. Then they can do N 1, 2, 3. Yeah, then they can still get an apprenticeship and work again. Maybe at the end of the day, they can they can become a technician.
Yeah, true. So getting a certificate, high certificate, should not stop you from pursuing your career. But please, when you do matric or even before matric, you must always aim for higher marks so that when you fall, you don't fall very far from the prerequisites for varsity.
And the more you fall, the more you're gonna study.
Yeah, true. So thank you so much for allowing me to interview you, and I'm sure this is going to be very much helpful. You may think that giving back to the community is like giving back financially, but this such information is really going to be useful, very useful. So do you have any projects that you're doing to give back to the community?
So far not yet.
Okay, but you do?
But I'd like to do something else.
Okay, in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
And about having my money, one thing I learned about that is that never let your past paralyze your future.
Oh my God.
Don't let it.
Yeah. I mean, you started, besides like the money.
Yeah, never let your past challenge your present and paralyze your future. Don't do it. I chose my money, but my past didn't stop me from
it didn't define you.
Yeah, it didn't define me.
Yeah.
So don't let
Okay.
it.
We learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, we learn from our mistakes.
Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.